Today we're going to start talking about using a high lift jack. Before you use a high lift jack, that is a quite interesting piece of gear that you can use in hard conditions when your car gets stuck. It is important first, before you use this, to try to investigate how it works and just read at least the owner's manual.
Before using any type of recovery material, it is important to wear some decent and good quality pair of gloves. This will always help you to have a better protection for your hands.
So I have here the high lift jack. It is quite basic, that we can use in different conditions. This piece of equipment is usually used only to lift up a wheel when you're going to be stuck. We can lift in a few clicks the car. It comes with a system where you will have 2 pins. And it's a bit like when you're going up and climbing a rope, you have to, each pin is going to be going in those little slots. It is recommended to come with a high lift base. The high lift base will allow us to have a bigger surface and be sure that the high lift jack is not just going to be digging in the ground.
To use a high lift jack, your car needs to have a special fitting points that will allow you to lift your car. You can see that we have a front bull bar and a reinforced rear bumper. On both bumpers, you can see here the specific points that allow you to fit the high lift jack to lift the car. If you don't have those points, you won't be able to use the high lift jack.
I will be sure that the lever is down, that it can go up and down. Much more easier to bring up the high lift towards the hole, push the base. Once I'm engaged, I just have to lift up a little lever here. Now the pin is engaged here. This means that now if I go down with the handlebar, I will hear the first click, going back up and down, and we start to have the weight that is on the car. Now what is important is that using a high lift jack, you have to be sure that the car is parked correctly, but it is also not stable. So this means that you have to be careful. Always have a look at how the car could move when you're lifting the wheel. Always with your 2 hands on the metal bar to lift the car. You have to be careful also because here I have a certain resistance and it's where the bar can come back and hit. So what I want is to always have 2 hands. I don't want to have something that is going to be above the bar and putting myself like this. So if I'm putting myself like this, if ever for one reason it slips, it could come back and hit my jaw. Or see, if I leave it here, you can see the tension there is. So when we're lifting the car, we always want to have the 2 hands. I like usually to put a foot here because it helps me with the weight of the car to be able to go down with the bar and be sure that I will not be over the bar. Like this, I can also see the car and I can see if ever it moves, I can release and let the car just go down. So I'm lifting here the wheel. You see that the wheel is already lifted up. I could put now something that could be underneath the wheel with no problem. If we want now to see the procedure to release and get down the high lift jack, it is where I'm going to be holding the bar up here. I want to be sure that it is up. And I still have this little lever that is here that was engaged in position high because I want it to go high. Now I want to put this little lever down where it allows us to start to go down. Important to keep in hand and hold the bar here. What I'm doing is I'm just pushing the lever down. You heard the click. This handlebar is completely free. I have no weight. The pin is engaged here, but it's where here now it gets dangerous. If I go down here, once I pass the clip in the click here, it will be the other pin that will engage. And it's when I pass this click that you hear, we can see that the pin came out here. It's now that I have all the weight of the car that is coming. So I need to hold the bar going back up, okay? Now the clip is going down. Again, a new clip. Once I have no weight anymore, the high lift jack will go down by itself.